really get to this next phase. You know, I was in a quiet space just trying to see what are the fundamentals that our organization needs to really drive the amount of success that we're going to have in 21. So a lot of the things I've trained on before, a lot of things may sound repetitious, but it's the fundamentals to really expanding and multiplying your organization. And what I'm going to do today is I'm actually putting the spiritual part with it, as long as the business, alongside of the business part, so that it can resonate in your learning, so that you can remember it and then be able to pass it down to the next student. So I'm just excited right now about what's about to happen in our organization. And what I want to talk about today, so it's 3 different areas we're tapping in. We're tapped in on leadership. I just posted that video in the group chat. So you want to go back and watch that video, take notes on it, and get systemized about building the culture that we're about to house. Component is network marketing. It's the skill set. It's the business part. We got the leadership down. That's the skill set. We got to understand the business, and then we got to understand social media. Okay, so right now I'm going to dive right into the MLM part. And after being in this industry now for about 6 to 7 years, guys, literally ever since I've been an entrepreneur, 7 years on and off, I've been in this industry in one way or another. But multi-level marketing, AKA, is really built on relationships. Yes. Y'all can't hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Perfect. So we're recording. So network marketing, multi-level marketing is just really relationship marketing, right? It's all about developing relationships. You have to understand one key principle about this industry. People don't join companies. They join what? People. People do not join companies. They join people. When you understand this principle, you'll understand how much of an impact it is to be create relationships and loyalty. I've been in positions in companies where they went out of business or they messed up from the top down. I've had to make a shift, and all my people went with me, right? I've never been loyal to a company. I've always been loyal to my people. And my goal as the leader is to make sure that our organization is in the right position. Everybody has the possibility to win, to earn money, and have success. So with that being said, in order to develop relationships, in order to build a large organization, you have to master what's called the process of forming. Okay? You got to master the process of forming. Now, what most people tend to do is they skip the step of forming to dive right in people's inbox, to recruit them and make a sale. See, this is not about sales, it's about seeds. Remember, God is a seed. So what we want to do, being in his image, we want to plant seeds into people's lives. Now, if you understand how seeds work, you know that the same day you plant the seed, you don't reap the what? The harvest. If that's in biblical terms, that's in farming terms, that's in everything in life, how can you expect to dive in somebody's inbox and sign them up in 15 minutes? You didn't properly go through the process. The seed got uprooted and you didn't be able to really reproduce like you need to. So you have to understand, if you're going to properly be a professional, see, amateurs, they go into the network to sell. They go into the inbox to sell. Professionals go into the network to serve. Write this down. Professionals go into the network, to the inbox, to the events, to serve. Everybody else go to sell. That's why you see people on Facebook, hey, I'm looking for 10 people to join my team. What I'm looking for is 10 people to sell so I can hit my goal. I'm looking for 5 people, 500 people ready to take their life to the next level. No, we're going to serve. Now, what you have to understand is developing a form. FORM stands for family, occupation, recreation, and then the message or the money. Okay? This is the process. So what am I doing? Now you got to understand, biblical. Everything God created is here to solve problems. You were created to solve problems. So the whole purpose of the FORM is to figure out what does the prospect struggle from? AKA, what's the problem? Now, if you don't understand their problem and you recruit them, how can you serve them if you don't know what's wrong with them in the first place? You know, I wasn't feeling good these last 2 weeks, and Kia, she reached out to me. She said, bro, what's your symptoms? I said, man, my throat hurt. I'm tired of speaking. I'm tired. She said, oh, okay. Well, then here's what you need to do. She sent me this long list of the tea I need to take. She sent me, hey, this is what you need to do. Make sure you stay away from pot to restrict your throat. Make sure you do A, B, and C, this, and that. And then once you do that, call me back. Let me make sure you're good. She formed me up. She figured out what my problems, what my symptoms were. What's the symptoms? What's going on? What's wrong? She went out, serviced me. Before she introduced me to her tea and everything that she did, she even gave me the formula to make her tea. That's service. I said, damn. And because she asked me that, my text message was, well, do you do meal prep? Do you do meal prep? See, when you service somebody so good, you open up, look, I'm trying to, well, how much you need? I'm trying to get my whole life together because of her service. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be bent on serving, not selling. Now, the whole purpose of our conversation, we coming into the inbox. What you got to understand is 3 types of market. There's your hot market, there's your warm market, then there's your cold market. It's very critical. You got a hot, warm, and cold. We want to stay here in the hot. What I mean by that is, after you personally recruit somebody, you want to stay in a hot market. The hot market is their friends, their family. People they can just call right on the spot. They already have a built-up relationship. You ain't got to form up your mama. Hey, mom, so listen, how's life been going on? Where you working at now, mom? You know that already. You already had a built-up relationship. You don't got to do this with your friends. You don't got to do this with your cousins now, with some of your day ones. That's your hot market. But then on social media, or some people you may have went to college, you see them around, y'all hang in the same circles, y'all go to the same club, right? Y'all part of the same organizations. That's your warm market. You know of them, but you don't have a personal relationship with them. So you got to be able to tap into your warm market. And then cold market is literally taking a complete stranger and building this market with them. So how does it work? I'm coming in and I'm kicking the door down in the inbox and I'm asking them a question that requires them to respond back to me. I'm coming in the inbox now. Because we've been on this spiritual way, write this down. I'm coming in and asking them, let's say Tiffany is our prospect. She's been liking my statuses. She's been rocking with me. So I'm gonna inbox Tiffany. Let's just say she's in my warm market because my hot market, I can just call her and run a script. I'm gonna tell you about that. But Tiffany's in my warm market, so I'm saying, hey, Tiff, thank you. Always compliment first. Write this down. Compliment first. Hey, Tiff, thank you for all the love that you show on my page, Queen. How's your heart today? How's your heart today? It felt strange asking another grown man that. But I had to get in my spirit, like I had to put my ego down. Hey, bro, how your heart today? One dude was like, man, nobody ever asked me that. I said, oh, let's rock that. So Tiffany, I came in complimenting her. See, whenever you're going to go in and start a relationship or start building with people, compliment them first. If you outside, hey, there's some nice shoes you got on. What's your name? I'm T. Hey, there's some nice glasses. Hey, that's a nice haircut. Hey, I love the way you wearing that outfit. You doing your thing. Compliment first. It takes people's guards down and they respect and trust you. Now, after you thank them, you ask them a question. How's your heart today? They got to respond back. A lot of times, we go into the inboxes or we build and we got yes or no questions. So you don't get a chance to build a conversation because you ask them a yes or no question. Hey, hey, just want to say what's up. They say, hey, right? Hey, and then they go, what's good? They gone. You don't want to get yes or no. Make them, ask them something where they got to come back to you. Now, I'm asking her, how's your heart doing? You know what, T? 2020, we've been going through some things. Oh, yeah? Well, Tiffany, is everybody in your family, is everybody healthy and safe? How's the kids? Because by this time, I've been on her social media. I done went to her page. I'm looking for kids. I'm looking for any of that. If I can't find any of that, I'm going to ask her, hey, is your family good? I know a lot of people this year, man, they got a downturn. A lot of people got affected by this. A couple people in my circle, I heard a couple people blue. But how's your family? Are they safe? Yeah, you know what, T, that's the thing. Yeah, my father had got the vid, didn't make it. I just been going through. Man, then you got to listen. A lot of times you're listening to respond instead of listening to respond to what they're saying. You're not even listening. You already got your second question lined up because you're trying to get them here. But the faster you get them here, you may have skipped some steps along the way that's going to ultimately be the relationship and the trust that you need. See, if you don't do this up front, you're going to have to pay for this when they join the business. But this right here is going to tell you, should they be in the business or not? This form is going to tell you if you should work with them or not. See, I'm at a place in my business now where I don't want to work with everybody. Some people, especially the frequency I'm in, I'm on $5 million next year, and you got to be qualified to work with me. You got to be qualified to work with my team. I don't even want to recruit somebody and put them under somebody that's going to slow the whole motion down. You got to be qualified to be at new levels, no devils. That's our posture. That's our standard. They don't let anybody be president. You got to qualify to go alpha. You got to go qualify to be Greek. You got to spend money, go through a process just to qualify. So why don't we have that same type of respect on our business? Why don't we have that same type of mindset with our relationships? So understand, I'm taking her through a process. So the next thing is, well, man, I'm sorry the family. Was you able to make it through this year financially? Right? Was you still, or you just say, hey, was you able to achieve your goals this year, Tim? Yeah, you know what? I really didn't do all my goals, but it's been okay. That's my opportunity to say, well, what do you do for a living? Oh, tell you, I sell real estate. Boom. Oh, okay, you sell real estate. Perfect. So how has the market been since people have been sick, the economy's been turned down? Were you able to turn over some profits? Man, T, it's been slow, right? A lot of people now not buying because they're losing jobs. Oh, okay. Now, was that affecting your long-term goal, or do you have some other type of income to supplement that? Y'all see, it's just a conversation. Y'all thought we were selling something. No, we're just having a conversation. Oh, right now, I'm looking to start another part-time. I'm looking to do this. I'm about to go back to school. But what she's telling me is that she's open-minded to get some extra streams of income. So now I know that her real estate slowed down, so she's not making the money that she would normally be making. So now, recreation. Okay, cool, Queen. So listen, I know the world is shut down right now, right? I know it's kind of crazy that, you don't get a chance to move around. But me personally, I still love to travel. In fact, Tiffany, I've been in 30 different cities in the last 12 months this year. And in 2021, I'm about to be all out the country. But Tip, what is something you like to do for fun? Oh, T, I like to travel too. Oh, T, I like to take my daughter skating. Okay, go. What skating rink you stayed at? Can you go backwards? You gotta put some humor in here. Like, when there's no humor, it still feels salesy to me. So I'm in there cracking jokes. I'm keeping the mood light because I want them to know what type of person they're gonna work with, right? Because I'm building trust. So I'm asking them, you know, they like to travel, their daughter like to skate. Oh, okay, cool, cool. So now, once I got to the space, right now, people say, well, T, how long this gonna take? How long you want it to take? You feel me? Like, this may take me, let's just say it took me 3 days, 72 hours. Well, T, I can't hit P600 in 72 hours. How am I gonna get them, like, if I can't? It's because this is not the only conversation we have. I'm doing this 20 people a day. So if you go on my inbox, I got 20 different people on F, one may be on O, maybe one may be on R, one may be on M. I'm just planting more C's than everybody. I'm just sorting a lot faster than everybody. See, you focus on one person and trying to squeeze one person in the business. I'm throwing out a net. Bing, 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 bing. I got one. You understand what I'm saying? Don't build your business around one person. You've been chasing one person for the last 90 days trying to get them to sign up. And there's 89 people walk past you. We don't have a gun, we have a net. We don't have a gun, we have a what? A net. So when you throw your net out there, I'm serving 20 people a day. So now I got to hit her with the message. Hey, Tip, listen, man, I know you've been having some, I know your income, you know, took a major challenge this year. But listen, Tip, if there was a way you can make the same type of money from real estate from your cell phone and spend more time skating with your daughter, would you be interested? Hey, Tip, listen, are you married to real estate or do you keep an open mind? I want y'all to write this stuff down. Are you married to being a nurse or are you open-minded? Right? Are you married? Listen, are you married to being in college or you keep an open mind? Now, another thing I ask people all the time, is how you get the conversation started. Hey, are you in school? You in the military or you work full time? People only doing one of the three. Some of them doing two of the three. Some of them doing all three of the three. There's something to ask them though, so you can know what you're working with. If they in school, I'm already in my mindset, they ain't got no money. I know how I need to address them, depending on their age, right? If they're in the military, I know how my language need to be. They're real particular. Details, straightforward, great mannerism, right? Discipline. So I'm knowing my language is, see, listen, you got to know what environment you're in because different environments require a different vocabulary. You got to know who to talk that talk to and who you can talk that slang to. So understand, and that's how your message is going to come across because you always got to speak to the level of the listener. You always got to speak to the level of the listener. So my message is going to come off in a way of how they speaking to me. So that, because I know if I talk over their head, it's going to miss them. If I sound too dumb, they're going to pick it up. So I need to talk to the level of the listener. It's not that I'm dumbing down myself. It's just that I need to make sure they hear it the way they need to hear it. That's the same thing in our organization. I can't talk to Dominique the same way I talk to Shooter. JoJo, 18 years old. I can't talk to him like I talk to Danette. Are you with me? It's a language. So you got to understand, you got to be able to give your message across. If you're older, you're trying to cook up somebody young, they don't listen. Retirement, what? They just started working. They're ready to live life, do different things. So you got to understand the message that you got to have. Now, You're going to close out with the message. Our whole purpose, write this down, our whole purpose for going into the inbox is not to sell them or recruit them, it's to set up an appointment. This is why you got to have a calendar. Our whole purpose of going into the inbox is not to get them on, listen, if you slide them in on a Zoom call, listen, if you do this on Tuesday, they say they're ready, they're looking for the information. You don't get them on the Zoom call Tuesday night. You forcing them, then it's still about you. Hey, yeah, I keep my answer. Perfect. Tonight at 7 o'clock, you got to feel, no. Don't make this about you. Oh, I knew it. Perfect. Good. That's going to make me a P2. No. Okay, perfect. So listen, Tiffany, do you have about 15 minutes this week? Remember, listen, her job, you want to be cautious of her time. She ain't spending time with her daughter. She's trying to figure out what she's going to do financially. Hey, Tiffany, listen, what would be a good time this week where we can spend about 15 minutes and I can show you how to multiply money from your cell phone so that you can spend more time skating with your daughter? I'm always bringing back their pain and what they want to do as a solution. I'm not saying, hey, Tiffany, because we want to create 15 chairmen next year, are you free tonight at 7 o'clock? No, listen, let me tell y'all something. This is going to trip y'all out. People don't care about you. People are selfish. They don't care about you. They don't care about your goals. You know what they're thinking about? Them. They're thinking about me. Me. How can you service me? You're looking for them to join you. So now you ask her, hey, Tim, you got about 15, when would you have about 15 minutes in your schedule so I can show you how to multiply money from your cell phone? Oh, T, I won't be free to Thursday. Here you go. You got to play it off. You know what, Thursday? Oh, yeah, you know what? That's a perfect time. You already know we do a presentation every night. It don't matter what time she say. But don't be on some, oh, that's perfect. That works. As soon as she say Thursday, you already came back and 30 seconds later and say, oh, that's perfect for me. No, you say, hey, listen, give me about 5 minutes. Let me check my calendar. I believe I got to speak that day. Let me just check real quick. You know what? That works perfect for me, Tim. I'm going to go ahead and pencil you in now because I have a standing appointment, right after that. But since that's a perfect window, what's a good time for you? Now, why am I saying what's a good time for you? Because 7 o'clock, then because we do the prezo at 7, don't mean she's free at 7. Just because, now this is why you got to be on your game. This is why you got to learn how to do the prezo, because guess what? Even though the leaders are doing it at 7, what if she's free at 1? What you gonna say? Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm. Now you gonna tell her, no, I'm not free at 7. I'm not free at 1. When are you free at 7, Tiffany? No, you gotta tell her. She said, I'm free at 1 o'clock. You say, okay, perfect. That works perfect for me. Now, if you know you can't speak, if you don't have the presentation down, call your upline immediately and say, hey, book this first. I don't care. Book this first. And then say, hey, upline, mentor, listen, you got any plans at 1 o'clock Thursday? Let me check my calendar. No, we good. What's up? Good. So I got a 2-on-1 that I want to do Thursday. I already got it locked in. Perfect. Let's get to it. Your mentor is going to put it in the planner. Boom. Now, this Tuesday, you call Tiffany back on Wednesday. Hey, Tiffany, listen, I'm launching something major. I'm working with a lot of people. I just want to make sure Thursday, are we still good to go? Now, don't send her the Zoom link until Thursday. Why? Because if you send it to her now, you got nothing else to talk about. Don't send her the Zoom link. You say, hey, listen, perfect. What I'll do, Tiff, is I'll follow up to you an hour before the Zoom just to make sure you're still good. Till that Tuesday. Wednesday, I hit up. Hey, listen, I got a lot of stuff rocking and rolling. I'm about to be out of town the week. I got a lot of stuff I'm handling right now. Is this still a good time for you tomorrow? Because I got my mentor joining me. And now, this is where you lay the sauce at if you're doing a 2-on-1. Or you can use this for the 7 o'clock. Hey, Tiffany, because they think you about to do it. They think you about to do it. Hey, Tiffany, listen. Man, I really respect your time, Queen. I've been talking to my mentor about your goals. Come on, here's the sauce. Here is the sauce. Hey, Tiffany, listen, I really respect your time, Queen. And I already went ahead and talked to my mentor about your goals. This is somebody that's making multiple six figures, is traveling around the world, having a lot of success, and just really killing it, knocking it out the park. I asked her to jump on a call with me just so we can make sure that we can help you hit your goals. Now listen, Tiffany had planned on standing you up. Listen, she's gonna stand you up, but now that you came and dropped that extra heat, she like, well, shoot. In that case, yeah, okay, cool. I'll be ready. See, the problem is you book them, but you don't hook them. The problem is you booked them, but you didn't hook them. Are you with me? See, you can get somebody, listen, you book them, you get them on the line, but you got to get them in the boat, G. How many times have you ever been fishing, you got a bite, but you couldn't get it in a boat? Oh, I got one. Got away. Shoot. So you can book them, but you got to hook them. Got to get them in a boat. What's the boat? The pre-zone. Got to get them in a boat. So now I'm edifying my mentor. And guess what? I'm going to train on PS3 tomorrow. Edification game, but I got to give y'all the salt. This is the form. This is the form. Hey, so Tip, listen. This Thursday, I just want to make sure because I asked my mentor to stand in. She's going to be a guest speaker on the call. Right now, she's traveling the world, making 6-7 figures, having a tremendous amount of success. In fact, she's responsible. I retired from my job the last 90 days. So I asked her to get on because I want to make sure that we're able to supplement the income from real estate so that you and your daughter can skate on Saturdays. Are you still going to be available this Thursday? Because I need to let her know. Now it's about you. It's about her. Yeah, okay, I'll be all okay, perfect. Tomorrow, I'll send you a private VIP link, right? Where you have complete access for about 15, 20 minutes to a 6 or 7 figure earner. Okay, guys, click. Boom, Thursday come. An hour before the call. I'm kidding. Hey, Tip, what's up? Listen, my mentor said she'll be ready to rock and roll in about an hour. Does this still work? Cool, I need to send you over the private link. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool, I'll be on. Okay, perfect. Here's the link. You wanna hop on about 5 minutes early? Because my mentor is a real stickler on time. She's a real haggler on time. Like you do not want to waste this type of person's time. Posture. Whole time, my mentor is a P150. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's how you edify. You ever been on a double date? Girls always edify the hell out of their girl. Ooh, you wait till you see my friend. Off the chain. Ooh, yeah, she look just like Janet Jackson. Cold, I mean, woo, you know how we do. They edify. You go to date, you're like, woo. It's the edification every time. So you got to understand, it ain't about your rank, it ain't about your title. You got to get out of this space. I only made $30 since I've been training. So what? Sell somebody else's story. We got a lot of stories in the group. People making hundreds, thousands of dollars. Shooter made 5 racks the other week. Come on, sell somebody else's story. I had a 21-year-old. Man, she's having an amazing success. Right? So you got to understand that it's not about you. Whenever you get in this space where it's about your results, it's because of your ego. It's never about you. It's about the community. So what you have to understand about forming, right? Warm market, cold market, you got to lay this conversation down. You got to be able to walk through, like, listen, your patience is your provision. Your patience is your provision. See, because you was patient enough to go through this, God's going to provide the resources for you. They're going to sign up with you and not just get a $50 commission, but sometimes you one person away from changing your whole life. What if this person was T. Smith and in 3 years was responsible for 2,000 or 3,000 people? Right? What if this person was Riyad Jones? What if this person was a Bryce Thompson? That you took the time out and sorted through, because leadership, what we do every day, listen, let me tell y'all, if you're not ready to solve people's problems, then you're not ready to lead. That's it. But problem solving starts through the door. But remember, watch this. Let me tell you why network marketing is so spiritual. Your assignment, we just talked about this earlier, your assignment in life is to solve problems. The rank of chairman is just a reward for the assignment. At chairman, you solve 372 people problems. Listen, don't set a rank goal, set an impact goal. Instead of saying, I want to go chairman, say, I want to lead and impact 372 people. I want to lead and impact over 372 people. It's different. That means you ain't selling no more, you serving. That means you remove the title out of it, and all you got is now transparency and authenticity. So now what's going to fall down is your relationships. Form. Listen, right now, let me tell you what I've been doing, right? I got somebody in a slow cooker right now. If you got this, drop a 7 in the chat box so I can erase this. Let me make sure y'all good. Okay. Okay, cool. We good? All right, now watch this. My patience with this is just at a whole nother level because let me tell you what your problem is. Let me just erase all this. Let's record it. We good. Let me tell you what the number one problem with building is. And listen, you're not afraid to build. Let's start there. Nobody's afraid to build. Nobody's afraid to build. It's just a different, it brings you out of a different comfort space. Trading, can't nobody tell you no one trading. But the market can still hurt your feelings. The market gonna hurt your feelings, people gonna hurt your feelings. It has nothing to do with it. The question is how you react to it. Your reactions is a seed. Anyway, let's talk about pipeline. The reason why you and your feelings about what people gonna do is because you ain't got enough people in this. Your number one goal as a builder, whatever they call it, I really hate the word, I'm a builder. I don't know what that means. I'm a leader. I'm a builder of people. I'm T. All right. You don't have enough people in your pipeline. That's what the problem is. Because listen, you're taking 3 months to talk to 30 people when some people are taking 30 minutes to talk to 30 people. If they gonna hurt your feelings either way, won't you just get the disappointment out the way? This type of industry, success loves speed. The market pays you for speed. Success loves speed. You gotta move. Whatever you moving towards is moving towards you. Now, I do have some people in the slow cook. This is my biggest thing right here, pipeline. How many leads do I have? Because I'm gonna train y'all on day 3. We're about to start running ads. We're about to start doing shout outs. I got like 7 people, right? Before I go to people with 100,000, I've already found like 6 girls who got 40,000 and they do shout outs for like $50. I'm gonna work with the 6 girls first, send them a picture, right? Of me turned up, nice dope picture, shout me out, bring your whole audience back to my page. I'm gonna do it at the same time. Then I'm gonna run an ad on it too in different cities, right? Because I need to keep these leads rolling in, especially if my goal, my target is sharing, okay? But now I do got some people in the slow cooker. What's the slow cooker? This one dude, he a fitness trainer. And I already know 90% of his clients is what? Women. Guess what? Women are the most teachable and coachable. So I got him on my hot list, but he's in the slow cooker. Last week, I sent him $25. I said, man, lunch on tea. The week before that, I sent him some books. Hey, bro, man, keep your mind, keep your head up. What are you reading right now? He said, man, I ain't really reading too much. I'm going through it financially, my people. Don't worry about it. Here's a link with 100 books. Please write this down. You always got to have something to give. Giving starts the receiving process. Asking and giving starts the receiving process. This is why we say it's better to give than to what? Receive. So now, you know what this $25 did? It just bought me trust. Somebody now can say, hey man, join my team, I'm looking for 10 people. And I can come back and say, hey bro, I got sent them $25 for lunch, hey bro, listen, I'm having something private at the house about growing 6 to 7 figures in 2021. You got about 20 minutes this weekend? Hell yeah. Perfect. Pull up on me. See, he in the slow cooker. I ain't gonna rush him because he got an audience. Because when I rock out with him, oh man, I know he coming with 30 people through the door. You feel me? That's why he in the slow cooker. See, I know who to quit, but them bosses, yeah, I'm about to. Even though he's going through some challenges right now, it's cool because it ain't necessarily him that I want. It's just what? His network. Listen, as a fitness trainer, his goal is to go get people every day. His goal is to go get people every day. Now, only do that, but when he get people results, people come to him too. He a cash cow. So I want to keep him litty. So I got him in the slow cooker. Once I go to Miami next week, I'm going to inbox him again because I need him to keep his eyes on my page. I need to make sure he see I'm lit. Then I'm going to come back and say, hey, listen, I'm launching something crazy next week. I'm launching something crazy in 2021. I got a way that we can really scale up your fitness business. You got about 15 minutes that we can tap in? He damn near owe me 15 minutes. Seriously, he owe it to me. So you got to understand now, I'm not just doing this so I can, no, I have a heart with this, but I'm smart with this. Write this down. Have a heart with this, but be smart with this. Have a heart with this, but be smart with this. Because listen, when I do that P1000 training, you got to get in your savage mode, dude. I hit P1000 in 10 days at the regular position, no elite packages. And I'm going to show y'all how savage you got to be to do it. I was just exposing my butt off. But I was slow cooking people before I launched. Boy, I promise you, our generation going to suffer from the microwave. We're going to suffer from the microwave because that slow cooker, boy, you ever taste something about the slow cooker? Trying to tell you, it was off the chain. Like, see, listen, when you slow cooking something, it takes a lot of what? Preparation. Preparation is a seed. And because preparation is a seed, it pulls out your creativity. And when you pull out your creativity, it really shows you how passionate you are. And when you organize all of this, this is going to determine the type of favor and your ability to persuade people. If I told you, hey, listen, do you want a hot pocket or do you want some of this pot roast? You're going to say, shit, I want the pot roast. Because you know that the pot roast had to be prepared different. It had to have some extra care, extra hands. Use passion, you spend time on it. The flavor had to be seasoned the day before. It's a lot of time spent on this. So that persuades people. Your presentation is a seed for persuasion. Forming is a form of presentation. That's a seed for me to persuade you. If you don't properly form, then you probably didn't set the seed right. And see, you got to put more seeds in the marketplace, not more needs in the marketplace. People is never, how you struggling with people when there's 8 billion people on the planet? You ain't struggling with people, you struggling with the seeds. You struggling with what's in your hand, not what's on the land. You're struggling what's in your hand, not what's on the land. Because somebody else is taking the same iPhone and running up $1 million every month with it. Taking the same game. But listen, if you don't honor these instructions, then you can't properly plant the seeds. Okay? So what you have to understand is that your hot market, your warm market, and your cold market has to have some level of forming. Hot is the least. Warm and cold, definitely. Building relationships. Okay? Now, I'm just lining this all up. Tonight at 10 o'clock, I'm going to teach you how to build a social media brand. I'm going to teach you how to turn it up online, Facebook. I'm back on the board.
But if this makes sense, can you guys please drop some 5 in the chat box? Okay, cool, guys. So listen, this was recorded. I'm going to stop here. And then tonight, we're going to go into the social media training at 10 p.m. Okay, guys, I love you.